Hi there guys, welcome back to another Mediabook collection video of mine. Today we will be taking a look through my CMV Laservision Mediabook collection. Another German label, of course. They release a lot of obscure horror titles, many of which haven't even been released in the UK on DVD, let alone Blu-ray. So I always tend to look out for their upcoming future releases. Another thing I like about this label is that they're very fairly priced. You can typically pick up one of their Mediabooks on Amazon Germany for between 20 and 24 euros. So they're well priced compared to other labels out there. So I've picked up a fair few of them. They also release hard boxes as well in very limited quantities, but I don't buy hard boxes anymore. The majority of my movie collecting budget goes on Mediabooks, and that's my preferred choice of edition nowadays. So let's get going then. The first of my CMV Mediabooks is Sorority House Massacre, also known as Death House. This is a fairly routine, straightforward 80s slasher. Mildly good fun. Nothing too stand out or amazing or memorable. But if you like your 80s slashers, it's worth having. I tend to find all 80s slashers enjoyable, no matter how bad or good they are. And CMV, they do tend to number their Mediabooks as well. There you go. This particular cover is limited to 666. You usually get a couple of different covers to choose from. I think this one was cover A. So yeah, that's Sorority House Massacre. Next up we have the raunchy, good fun, evil Toons. This is a low budget, mildly amusing bit of titillation and laughs, really. It's a bit silly in places, and as the title suggests, it does have an animated Toon antagonist. There he is. But he's not on screen for too long though, disappointingly. The majority of the time it's all about these scantily clad, semi-nude women running around this mansion. But it's good fun. I'd recommend it if you're into this type of fantasy horror. It's hardly Roger Rabbit or anything, but it's a decent watch. So that's Evil Toons from 1992. Next up we have Class from 1984. If you're into occult horror type films, you would have heard of this one. It's not strictly horror actually, but it's got a nasty little tone to it. Very 80s, very enjoyable. So that's Class from 1984. Next up we have a real oddity here. This is Neon Maniacs. A strange little slasher film. Still enjoyable, but it's got these random zombie demon type, whoever they are. That's the big question. Where do these guys come from? Because they all look really cool on screen. They're all individual, they've all got their own appearances. They make for great little baddies, but you just don't know where the hell they come from. But it's still enjoyable though. So that's Neon Maniacs. This is from the 80s as well, I think, yeah. Moving on, we have Popcorn, also known as Skinner. This is a good, enjoyable slasher as well. This one's set in a movie theatre. Always meant for a good backdrop in horror films, the movie cinema complex, and this one's no different. Highly enjoyable. This is Popcorn from 1990. Next up we have Spontaneous Combustion from Tobe Hooper, starring Brad Dourif. I didn't like this as much as I thought I would, considering who's involved in it. It's fairly bland, to be honest. Nothing too memorable here, but it's one for the Tobe Hooper collection, and I like the Mediabook as well, actually. So that's Spontaneous Combustion. Moving on, we have Christmas Evil. This is a really good Christmas slasher. Really like this one. I can relate to the main character actually in this, because I do love Christmas as well as Halloween, and I wish everybody else would. And you get slightly aggravated when you see the Scrooges emerge around this time of year, and that's what sets this guy off onto a little bit of a killing spree. But yeah, great little film. I always watch this over Christmas without fail. That's Christmas Evil from 1980. Next up we have Herschel Gordon Lewis, and this is one of his anthologies. He directed a couple of segments in this anthology. I don't think he's done them all. But anyway, it's not great if I'm being brutally honest. It's fairly silly in regards to its humour. It's not as gory as I was expecting it to be either. But for the Herschel Gordon Lewis collection, it had to be had. And this cover art is superb. And I don't think it's been released on Blu-ray anywhere else in the world yet. So that's Blood Mania, one of Herschel Gordon Lewis's last outputs before he sadly passed away. Next up we have the Unnameable, also known as the White Monster. This is a fairly atmospheric, at times pretty gory creature feature. The actual creature itself here is quite terrifying to look at, but you only really get a good look at it at the end. But still, it gets the job done. And there is a sequel which picks up right after this one, and I really would like to get it on Blu-ray someday if it ever gets released. There was a UK double feature DVD from Anchor Bay, but that's long out of print and goes for ridiculous money. But anyway, this is the Unnameable. And lastly we have Strip to Kill, which was surprisingly good. I did enjoy this one. It wasn't quite as sleazy as I was expecting it to be. It's got a fairly low body count, but the stripping scenes, which there is quite a few of, they're tastefully done. There is nudity obviously, but they're very well choreographed. They use actual real strippers, and it's got a cool little twist towards the end as well. So this is well worth watching if you haven't seen it. It's from 1987. This is Strip to Kill, all set in a strip joint, of course, a bit of murder mystery. So yeah, that concludes my CMV Laservision Mediabook collection. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions regarding these releases, just leave me a comment below or on Facebook if you know me. Okay guys, you take care, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.